Right, hello again everyone. Sorry about that little rant there, I just had to get that off my chest. I mean, it's gone too far this time, but all these... No, I'm not getting into it in this video. Gotta get my review and head back on. So, today I'm going to be bringing you another Transformers review. My first one in a good while. It's long overdue of a really excellent figure. I'm going to be bringing you Universe Classics 2.0 Starscream. Now, if I'm not wrong, this is the first Starscream mold I've ever owned, and by the looks of it I'm going to be owning a lot more quite soon. I mean, I definitely want to get a couple of the repaints. I mean, I know repaints. But I want to get Thundercracker and Skywarp just to have the Seekers together, and I want at least Thrust of the Coneheads, just so I can have a little bit of a different mould. But yeah, I mean, this is a brilliant mould. I mean, look at it. He looks pretty much exactly what you wanted him to look like from G1. I mean, my only tiny little complaint about this figure is Decepticon's insignias are on backwards. So in robot mode, when the wings are up like that, they're upside down. But it's a tiny complaint because of how good the overall figure is. I mean, jet mode, for example. I mean, it's pretty much seamless. I mean, you've got standard jet kibble underneath, but it looks good. It looks kind of like an undercarriage. Be right back, phone. But yeah, it looks kind of like an undercarriage, and you can get away with that. And he's got this little landing gear which doesn't protrude really that much from his body, which you can just flip in when you want it out the way. But yeah, I'll put that back for now. I mean, it's just a really nice jet mode. And you can, if you want, you can pivot the wings a little bit, but that's really more of a transformation things. And the missiles will fire quite well. Oh shit! But yeah, they'll fire really well. I just realised I haven't done any background on this guy. You really need it with Starscream though. I'll put it this way, it's Decepticon's second in command, and if you don't know who Starscream is, go on to Wikipedia. If you don't know who he is, then you're not a Transformers fan, in my opinion. You've got to know Starscream, Optimus and Megatron at least. But, yeah. So, on to his transformation, which is really nice. First off, you've got to take off these missile launchers, which will become Starscream's null rays, or hand cannons, depending on how you want it. Flip in the landing gear, and bring up the wings, which are on a nice kind of double hinge bit of plastic there, to about there, bring them up to there. And here you can see what I was talking about, they're on upside down. But yeah, might get some repro labels and get rid of those and put some stickers on. But yeah, flip in the tail fins and rotate them forward, and they'll kind of lock into place with that tiny little peg and port system. Bring down the legs and split them, and flip down his feet. You can kind of see him taking shape now. Now you want to separate this back and flip out his arms. You can take the hands out if you want. Just do it on this side as well. Yep, and then you just unpeg this and swivel it around 180 degrees. Flip down the cockpit on another nice double hinge thing and bring it up. It won't peg into place or anything, it will just sit there, but it sits quite nicely. Last but not least, you want to take it down to there. And you can display it either like that, or like that for the more G1 look. I mean, I'm not sure how I like to display it personally. I mean, I like that to give off Starscream's head, but I like that for a bit of a more sleek look. But for the purpose of this review, I'm going to display him like that, which is how the instructions on mine tell you to. And that is basically Starscream. And if you want, you can take his cannons and peg them into the hole there. I don't know if this is on every one of this, but mine are pretty loose. And this is a second version of the Starscream, as this mold of Starscream. The first one was a lot more, I'm not sure what the correct term is. I'm just going to go with different colours. He was red and everything, but he had like gold bits here, and if you want to see what it looks like, check out Tatmus Prime's review on him, because he's got the first version of this mould. But this one is the more G1 show accurate. But yeah, so this is Starscream, and as you can see, he is a lovely, lovely figure. I mean, I love the way his little landing gear flips into his torso here and kind of completes the look. I think it was George, Exaggerated Allergy, who first called him and the Seekers Hyper Nipple Masters, which I think is a really great term for these guys, which is quite funny, I thought. But yeah, posability of Starscream in this mode. His arms will 360, though you have to flip the wings back, and the guns do like to pop off. I'll tell you that now. I'll just leave it off for a second. They'll move in and out the shoulder, and in and out of there as well. Then the elbow will bend, won't swivel but it'll bend, and the hands will kind of rotate a little bit. You can also, if you want, hold his null rays in his hands, like hand cannons, but that doesn't look as impressive. So I like to put them in there. His legs will go forward and backwards, in and out, they're on a ball joint, and they will bend at the knee and rotate at the knee, and the feet will just do that really. And his head, if you bring this up, it can look side to side, which is quite nice. And I found he does have a third mode, a third robot mode. Quite a random little robot mode, but here I discovered he's not actually Starscream, my one. He is, if you want, you can flip this up, Ramjet, with a kind of orange face. But yes, he is actually Ramjet. No, not really. I just thought that was kind of a nice little thing. Something you could do if you wanted an extra bit of playability out of him. Pretend he's Ram. Well, I will until I get one of the Conehead molds anyway. But what can I say? But yeah, so that is Universe Classics 2.0 Starscream, and overall it's a brilliant figure. Definitely one of the best to come out of the Universe range. Behind, I think, Cyclonus. I mean, I don't have many other Universe figures, but I'm hoping to get a couple. Vector Prime, perhaps. I want Leo Prime just so I can have a version of that mold. But yeah. Is there anything else? Unicron. Need to get Unicron. But yeah. So Universe Classics 2.0 Starscream. Definitely pick up some version of this mold. It is a brilliant, brilliant little mold. But yeah, so this was Jay Izuki Garoto with the Transformers review of Starscream. Stay tuned to my channel for more reviews and updates, and until next time, peace out.